We're officially rolling. Welcome back to the opening kickoff, everybody. We got a little bit of a different look going today. Let us know how you feel about it, but this might be the future of the opening kickoff. I kind of like it.
Maddox hates me and wants to come over to my house less, so he wants to do it virtual.
If I tried to drive to your house right now, I think I would kill a family of 4.
Okay, well, there is a good excuse right now. It's currently, if you live in Texas, there's
this was a perfect excuse to test it out, though.
But this is kind of W.
Do you like the little banner I made us do?
I do like the little banner. It's fire.
Thank you. I worked pretty hard. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're officially to the championship round. We only have 3 games of NFL football left. Sad times. We were just talking earlier. I think I might have made the worst playoff brackets ever be created, but that's just how it goes sometimes. How's your playoff? I mean, I don't even remember your playoff bracket.
Yeah, it's ass. I had the Bills winning it all, so I'm cooked. But yeah, we can go ahead. We'll jump through the game. So Maddox went 1-3 over this playoff course. I went 2-2, putting my record at 176, 105, and 1. Maddox is 158, 123, and 1. I'm him, basically.
I mean, it's been over. It's been over.
Yeah, and then we can go just start going through the games last week.
Yeah, let's do it. I can pull up all the games and shit too on my end too, so we can both look at all the box scores and everything. What game you want to talk about?
So I guess we can just start with the Bills Broncos because that was the first one.
Man, we touched on this a little bit last episode because we recorded late, but we can pretend that that's not the case. Josh Allen, man, loses to the Denver Broncos and probably his worst playoff performance yet, I would say. I mean, what was your takeaway from this game?
Dude, yeah, I mean, I think bad coaching. We're different. I don't think Sean McDermott should have got fired. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I will say I don't think he deserved to get fired, but I also get the idea.
Overdue.
I get the idea of the culture change, but we're gonna dive deep into their whole.
If you would have told me James Cook ran for 117 yards before this game, I would have been like, oh, they won.
Yeah, so we'll dive.
How else do you beat that front 7, bro? Besides running for 117, dude.
Yeah, so. The controversial call at the end of the game, the interception call from dude,
if that was a Vikings
Brandon
call,
Cooks
you know you're heated.
Oh yeah, I would be saying that it should have been a catch. But when I'm in an unbiased situation, I think it was the correct call. I think it was an interception.
Yeah, but the surviving the ground shit, they got to fix that a little bit. Because it's like, how come it's like, oh, when you don't have to survive the ground if you're going to the sideline necessarily if you get 2 toes. They got to make it one fair rule for all. Because it's
I do wish
the Devontae shit too made it a little weird too, which
I just feel like they weren't the same. I feel like Devontae's his forward progress or his momentum after he made his football move was stopped.
I think the real difference was Brandon Cooks caught it, then barely lost possession for that half second, and so
by the time Brandon Cooks was on the ground, there was no clear possession between the 2 players. Like they both still had a hold of the ball.
But also, Josh Allen did not need to throw that heater. So I mean,
I get it. Brandon Cooks has been their deep threat.
True, he missed Kincaid on that.
Oh my goodness, I know that would have been the
exactly. So I mean, you can't blame the refs too much. I mean, y'all lost by a field goal. Josh Allen gave up a field goal before that.
I could hit some of this really quick. Hang on. We're new to this, not true to this, but we're learning. So this is gonna start getting better and better as we go on. Let me add. There we go. Here's the box score. I could probably edit this to make it look better, but
well, that's fine. I'm seeing the same thing right now.
I know it's just kind of small, but that's all right. I'm sure if somebody's watching on their phone, it'll look better. So yeah, Josh Allen with 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, I believe. The fumble going into half is where it's really like,
dude, that was like I think, bro, he was trying to do a pitchback or some bullshit.
Dude,
bro.
Literally the first thing I thought was back to that playoff game against Houston when they played Deshaun Watson. Do you remember when he tried to pitch? I will say, rewatching it, I don't think that's what happened. But
that one made more sense, though, because at least they were trailing in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in real time, that's what I thought happened. I don't think it is what actually happened, but it's honestly just inexcusable.
You think he just clutched it, like he just lost it?
Yeah. I think it was just he lost the ball. And that was a game changer because the Broncos ended up having to kick a game tying field goal to go into OT. If they don't have that 3 points before the half ends, this game's over in regulation.
And then let's just maybe you could go to full screen real quick and then slowly pull up maybe something about Bo Nix's injury.
Yeah, man.
We don't even need to pull up. I mean,
I don't even really need to pull up anything, honestly. I think everybody kind of knows.
So sad, man. Well, or I guess let's talk about Jarrett Stidham. Can he do it?
Dude, I'm not even saying this because I'm on the Patriots hate watch. I think he can do it, bro. I have faith. I'm pretty sure I read something that this is kind of an ESPN stat, but the Broncos are the biggest underdogs in a home championship game in like NFL history or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, let me look at what the spread is for the game.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have. Dude, that defense is stacked, bro. That defense is
yeah,
stacked.
but I mean, I get it though. I'm trying to see what the odds are. New England's a 4.5 point favorite.
That's not that much.
But apparently it's the biggest underdog for like a home championship game. Because normally if you make the AFC championship, you're at home, you were like a 1 or 2 seed.
Yeah, that is an ESPN stat. Is how many home championship games are there really?
I mean, yeah. Hey, if the Patriots are susceptible to any susceptible, is that how you say that word? I don't know. If they're gonna let anything happen in a championship type game, it's gonna be for a backup quarterback to come in and dominate. Game.
Oh wait, well I guess we're not even we're talking about the pre-games. We can get more into the
yeah. But yes, I'm hate watching the Patriots.
Well, next game is 49ers Seahawks. There's not much to say.
I was just about to say we'll probably be done with this pretty quickly. Straight belt to ass from the Seahawks here. Wow.
How did it feel to see a quarterback y'all let go and y'all paid Jonathan Allen?
Oh yeah, it felt really bad watching their quarterback. Oh shit, go for 124 yards and a touchdown. He literally put up the same exact fucking stat line as Kenneth Walker.
He's hurt too. He's hurt.
But he didn't do shit. So don't try to act like he like put on some god performance. He literally did not do anything.
Okay, but he is hurt as fuck. So I mean,
I think
that might be a fact. That might be a factor in this next game.
But you're trying to make it sound like he like came in big time and made these clutch throws. He literally didn't do anything. Like
Kenneth Walker, dude, fucking went off.
I know. I am kind of worried. Now, Charbonnet getting hurt I don't think it's the end of the world because they do have K9 and he went for a fucking hat trick in this game, but he's been their most like efficient runner in the red zone. So against LA, I don't know how that's going to look for them, but man, bro, the Niners, Brock Purdy was the team's leading rusher, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, it was just, they never had a chance, bro.
In a championship game against a divisional opponent, you can't put up more than, dude, they outscored the 49ers on the first play of the game. If the Seahawks did not score a single point after the very first play of the game, they would have won.
Oh, shit. That is crazy.
Yeah, shout out Rashid Shaheed, bro. That's honestly, we talked about Myers a little bit a few weeks ago. This is probably the best move that was made at the trade deadline this year was getting Shaheed.
Yeah, for sure.
People like to brush special teams under the rug sometimes, man. That shit will win you some games.
Hey, and the Bucs just got the Steelers' new special teams guy who's a dog, apparently. So
there you go. All right, game number 3, Texans Patriots.
Drake May. Hey, honestly, bro, here's the thing.
Drake May did not do shit.
No, hold on. Because CJ, when me and Andy were talking about it before, I was like, this defense is really good. Like, if Drake May wins this, he might be him. And then CJ Stroud play like shit so hard where it's like, fuck, is Drake May
I think what should happen, I think CJ Stroud was bad enough in his 2 playoff games. Can we get rid of the JJ McCarthy picture and change it to CJ Stroud, please?
Is Bryce Young better than CJ Stroud?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I think if Bryce Young is the quarterback in this game, I think the Texans might win. Now, hang on. Does that mean, hang on. Does that mean he's better necessarily?
Dude, he might be.
He might just be. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm not saying it's 100% true.
Hold on, Maddox. I've been saying it. The NFL world needs to come around to me.
So yeah, this was also like the score makes this game looks a lot closer than it felt as I was watching. I had money on the Texans. I'm gonna put money on the Broncos too because actually fuck the Patriots, bro. That's my hate watch team right now. But
hey, Drake May's him, and Michael May is gonna make him some yummy.
Bro, didn't Drake May fumble? Didn't Drake May fumble 4 times in this game? Like. He fumbled 4 times, and I think he fumbled 4 times against...
Oh, yeah, Will Campbell fell on 2 of them.
Yeah, and I think he fumbled 4 times against the Chargers as well, and half of them were recovered by his offensive line. He's kind of getting bailed out here, and it's pissing me off.
When his wife bakes cookies for the whole line, bro, they're going to jump on his fumbles every time.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I'll give credit to New England, because the reason I'm hate watching them is mainly just because, like, I feel like round 1, you got to go against a JV offensive line. Round 2, CJ Stroud's, like, handing you the win. And then round 3, now you're going against Jarrett Stidham. The one thing I will give to the Patriots is even including the AFC Championship, this is 3 really, really fucking good defenses they're playing against in a row. But they still haven't proven that they can beat these good defenses.
And then they might have to go against the Seattle defense, too.
Yeah, and their defense
with the hurt Sam Darnold.
Their defense is doing everything for them at the end of the day. So if they go against a team like the Rams, I think the Rams defense is good enough to put up a performance that we saw from the Chargers defense. And they're not just going to be able to get away with what they were doing on offense in that Chargers game because Matt Stafford's going to score more than 3 fucking points. And now they get to go against Jarrett Stidham and the Broncos. So I don't know. This did not feel like a 12-point game. It felt like the Patriots ran away with this one, honestly. I mean, they started talking about it for a second. Do you think in the second half they should have rolled out Davis Mills?
Bro, no.
I feel like, bro, I think he threw all 4 of his interceptions in like the first half. Or no, he had 4 turnovers in the first half.
That's stupid. You rock with your guy, man. You rock with your guy till the end of time.
My thing with CJ Stroud is, bro.
You had him top 10, bro, and I never once put him in my top 10.
Here's the first thing. I would like to see him with a better play caller and an offensive line, obviously. But, he is so antsy. And also, being antsy is one thing. Not being willing to take a sack is another thing. Sometimes just take the fucking sack instead of always trying to make the big time play because half of the turnovers in this game were caused because of that.
His receivers were dog shit this game, bro.
No Nico Collins, no Dalton Schultz. They have no run game.
His leading receiver was Jaden Higgins, bro.
Jaden Higgins is a dog. Don't sleep on him. But Woody Marks rushed for 17 yards, and I think he had 4 in the first half. Look at these rushing stats. This is really not good. Now, yes, CJ Stroud was not dealt the best hand, but our eyes aren't deceiving us. We both watched how bad.
I've been saying it since
we both watched how bad he played in that game. I think that's all I have to say for this one, unless you wanted to add anything.
It is kind of crazy because, CJ Stroud's kind of already 3 years in a row been to the divisional round 2 of those years. That's like turning around a franchise type guy. Then he has this kind of game, and it kind of hints his legacy. But I guess if he doesn't play like shit and he loses, he's still this Texans legend to turn around the franchise. So it kind of sucks. But
I just feel like with the play calling they've had the last 2 years, we haven't even gotten close to seeing the greatness that CJ Stroud kind of flashed to us in his rookie year. His rookie year, I don't think it was a fluke. He played incredibly good. We got to watch him in real life break the all-time single-game rookie passing yard record. That was no joke. That was legit. And the last year, the play calling.
Todd Bowles' defense, bro. Let's be real.
But I'm saying, okay, but last season, what did he throw 30 touchdowns and 5 picks, maybe 25 touchdowns or something? Maybe I'm overshooting it, but that season he was great. In the last 2 seasons, he's just slowly declining. Whenever players like that, you'd like to see them progress. So I hope he gets his shit back together. Last game, this was honestly my favorite game from the divisional round.
Holy shit, this was peak.
Holy peak. Should I try to find there's no point in finding the clip. Everybody's seen it. Yeah, that Caleb Williams throw to get the game into overtime.
See, Maddox, that's where watching football with Annie, he gets so fun because her reaction, being she's not a casual, of course, because she watches more games than casuals, but introducing football to her where she sees that and she is appreciative of witnessing
she's
history
screaming
too.
Hype.
No, and it's it's so fun. But man, let's talk about the ending because honestly, it came down to the end. We're kind of so the DJ Moore play. Everybody's shitting on DJ Moore or Caleb Williams. We kind of have the slight disagreement where I think Caleb should have never thrown that ball in the first place, and it was a dumb play call. But
I don't think Caleb should have not thrown the ball, but I also don't think it's fair to only point the finger at DJ Moore. I think the main reason that I'm more on
forcing it downfield at the end of the day,
the only reason I disagree is because not only did DJ Moore not read the communication and cut in on his route, he wasn't even running. He literally was jogging on the field. I don't know.
So why did Caleb throw it to him?
How, bro? He starts running after the ball leaves Caleb's hand because DJ Moore's oh, I'm not getting the ball. Duh. I could find the clip if you really want. We could break this shit down.
It's fine. We've both seen it. I just think, obviously
he literally stopped running. That's inexcusable in my opinion. There's no reason. And
yeah, but
overtime,
Caleb shouldn't have thrown it. Caleb should not have.
I disagree. Regardless of if he should not have thrown it in the divisional round of the playoffs in overtime, you're not giving your all on a route. You're stopping in the middle of your route when the play's still going. Because here's the thing. Even if the throw wasn't perfect, at least if DJ Moore runs, it's a contested interception. It's basically a one-on-one ball at that point.
Or at least you can make a chance to break it up.
Exactly. It's a free interception when you don't run your route. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to put all of the blame on DJ Moore, but I don't think it's fair to sit here and say Caleb shouldn't have thrown it whenever.
Here's the thing.
Hang on. Wide receivers get paid to catch one-on-one balls. That's what they get paid to do. One-on-one, throw it to your best receiver. You expect him to at least try to catch the ball. That's like that shit in Madden when you throw a one-on-one ball to your receiver and your receiver doesn't jump and the DB does. How mad do you get when that happens?
Yeah, but also this is the Caleb Williams shit where he was also standing in the pocket and was like on his back feet for 10 seconds, not jumping and shit, where it's like, that's the shit he's going to need to improve on, bro, to be great. And like, he knows that too. Like,
I don't know. I don't agree.
I'm a Caleb Williams glazer, bro, but like that, like he should not have done that. Like,
I don't think it's fair to say he shouldn't have thrown the ball. I don't
think he should have thrown it. And I would say that to Baker, honestly. I'd be like, oh.
That's not true. If this was Baker Mayfield, if that was Baker Mayfield to
Mike Evans, I would be like, you probably shouldn't have thrown it. You probably should have just, dude, if you eat it or to get like a 1-yard sack, you still have more of a chance of winning.
You would not say that if it was Baker. You're literally just lying. You refuse, like, whatever. I'm not even gonna, we disagree.
No, I give honest criticism to Baker Mayfield. That's cap. I'm obviously glazing more than anybody, but when he needs criticized, I'll criticize him.
One thing about Caleb, bro, like, so you see plays like that a lot where the pass rush just instantly gets home and the quarterback's running backwards on a 4th down and they just end up like throwing it to nowhere. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that live in an NFL game like that. That was the best playoff throw I think I've ever seen in my life.
It sucks they lost after that, bro.
I know the OT. So Sean McVay even came out and said, like, I did not call good plays in OT. I almost failed us. There's no excuses, blah, blah, blah. He took accountability, which I really like to see. But I am kind of worried about the Rams. The last few weeks of the regular season, you dropped a game to the Falcons. They looked a little sketchy against Arizona. Then you go in and you play Carolina and it gets too close with them. And then this game goes to overtime.
It's only 40 degrees in Seattle this weekend. So
yeah, honestly though, people like to shit on Stafford in the cold. He threw some dimes in this game. He played good.
He did throw some dimes.
The Rams as a whole though, they need a lock in. I don't really have anything else to say.
Hold on. The thing about, you're right, they do, because they kind of almost sold. They won this game when Caleb pulled off more Caleb bullshit than ever, So, like, it is a good win, I feel like, because Caleb wins these games, bro. Well, when Caleb had that Hail Mary, I was like, they won. They won, dude. That's all they needed. Dude, and did you see when Caleb got the ball back after halftime when he was into the huddle? I had to replay it and show Annie. He was, like, smiling and laughing and shit. Like, he was
I did think they were going to win after that.
All right.
Hang on. I literally have to do this. Oh, well, this isn't even the right play. Okay, whatever. I guess we're not getting into it. All right, well, that is it for the game recaps.
No, just so you know, Max, I agree. Like, DJ Moore, because I play quarterback and receiver, so, like, not at that high level, but so I just know a little bit. Like, lock in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing. I think it is excusable for Caleb to throw a one-on-one ball to his receiver. I don't think
it wasn't a one-on-one ball necessarily.
It would have been one-on-one if it would have been one receiver versus one.
He was
DB.
throwing it to, but it's not one-on-one where it's like a one-on-one where your guy. Like, he was hoping
it's not a go route.
It's
not a go route. Okay,
grass.
fine. How about this? I think it's excusable to throw a contested pass. How about that? Is that better terminology? I think it is excusable to throw a contested pass to a receiver you trust. I don't think it is excusable to stop running in your route in overtime in the playoffs.
You're right. Just so you know, what you just said is true. Just so you know, DJ Moore absolutely is at fault, but I don't think Caleb just threw like a contested pass. I think he kind of threw a risky Caleb Williams, I'm him pass, and like he probably, I don't know, like
I think if DJ Moore keeps running the route, we're talking about a different game right now.
Maybe, but if my aunt had,
he could have at least contested the interception. So, do you want to talk about the other things first, or do you want to? Let's do our game picks first, and then we can talk about the other shit we want to talk about.
Perfect. The first game of the week. Was this always first, or did they announce it after the Bo Nix injury?
I have no idea.
Well, it's the Patriots versus Broncos. The jerseys we're rocking. Are we picking the teams we're rocking?
We are, bro. I'm riding with Stiddy.
Okay. I'm up so much. I'm going to rock with Stidham too because it doesn't matter because I just want to root for the Broncos 100%. So I am, but I think if I had to bet my life on, I'm betting on the Patriots. But Jared Stidham is going to pull it off.
If I had to bet my life on it, I would also bet on the Patriots. But I think it is very realistic that the Broncos could win this game. I think the Broncos have a good roster. You know me, I go back and forth with Sean Payton. Some of his play calling in the playoffs has been iffy. I think in that Denver game, I think there were some times where he should have been a little bit more aggressive, and I think sometimes he should have been a little less aggressive. But overall, Sean Payton is a play caller. Like, he's going to scheme good plays throughout the game multiple times. And, man, that defense, like, it could get home, especially the Patriots' offensive line has been struggling. Will Campbell specifically. Drake May has been turning the ball over. If they could just they don't even need – they just need a comfortable lead. Honestly, I think that's what it's going to take.
Dude,
they need
Bo Nix played good, but he also had a few turnovers last game. If Jarrett Stidham can play clean and like just make a few good throws, I think he's got
exactly. And whenever I think of Jarrett Stidham, the first thing I always think of is his first game whenever Derek Carr got benched for the Raiders and he came in against rookie year Glock 30. I actually want to look up his stat line from that game. Hang on, you can talk about whatever.
Yeah, dude, hey, I just got faith in Jarrett Stidham. He can pull it off. He's 100% healthy, but Drake May is pretty healthy too, so I think that's kind of a dumb argument, but better roster, honestly.
So on New Year's of 2023, Jarrett Stidham versus the 49ers, which that defense was good. This was the 49ers defense of 2023. We're talking about a good defense. He threw for 365 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And you don't think I could throw for 100 yards in an NFL game?
Jarrett Stidham's an NFL quarterback. You're a moron. But isn't that ridiculous? Like, I think, bro, we talked about this, off the show. The one thing that does worry me about this matchup is Josh McDaniels being a part of the Patriots coaching staff, because
this is interesting.
He was the guy who brought him into New England. He was supposed to be a part of the process of replacing Brady, but they brought in Cam Newton. He never really saw the field. And then he was a reason that he ended up going to Las Vegas because Josh McDaniels brought him over there. This is Josh McDaniels, like, guy. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. And now he's in the coaching staff that's going against him. So even though he's not going to be calling defenses or anything, obviously, he is going to be able to help this defense, know what to do and what not to do against Jarrett Stidham. So that's what worries me. But I don't know. I think he could get it done. I'm not going to lie. And J.K. Dobbins might be back. I know he was practicing.
I haven't heard anything about that, honestly.
He was practicing. Apparently he's playing. Hang on.
Shout out.
Hang on. Oh, no, but he's rolled out. But if they make the Super Bowl, he should be back. He was practicing. All right, and then
there was a really funny meme, and it was you haven't seen Harry Potter, so I don't even want to spoil it for you.
I'm probably not gonna watch it, and if I do, I don't care if you spoil it. You can just tell me.
Okay, so spoilers for Harry Potter, the second to last one. So, dude, they like win, bro, and at the end, dude, like Dobby, this really cute like character, he's a house elf, and he dies. He's like Mr. Pot, and he dies, and like they win, and so it's like the meme, and it's like the Broncos winning. It's like Bo Nix. And then it's like Sean Payton's like grabbing him.
If Stiddy wins this game and wins the Super Bowl, and it's not just like a game manager, 13-10 win, like he scores 30 points in each game, do you think, not necessarily Denver's like coaching staff and ownership, but do you think fans are like,
I don't, because nobody did that with Nick Foles. Nobody did that with Nick Foles.
Yeah, but also Nick Foles went and got a bag from Jacksonville next year. So
he wasn't on Philadelphia the next year.
It might not have been the next season, but he did end up he robbed the Jaguars. That's basically like he robbed them.
So maybe.
But hey, shout out Nick Foles.
Well, then next game.
Yep.
What's your plan for tomorrow if it's not snowing?
I think it's supposed to snow like all night and through the morning. So if the roads don't clear up, like we might be cooked.
So gay, dude.
I know.
Nah, fuck it. Well, we got the Rams. Okay, I'm so curious on who you got.
I really don't know. So
are you going with who you, okay, so since you're so down, are you just going with who you want at this point?
No, because I do want to fuck. I think I'm going to go with the Rams because here's the reason.
I'm going Seattle.
The reason I kind of am leaning Seattle is just because, bro, the last two games that's actually the reason I'm going with the Rams. But the last two games we've seen out of Seattle, we've seen like dominant performances. Now, mind you, they're both against San Fran, which they have very good matchups against. I think Stafford is going to score more than, 3 or 6 points. They will score more points than the 49ers scored in their last two games combined against Seattle. The last two matchups we had against these two teams, both of them combined were decided by 1 point, I believe, because I think the Rams won by 2 and then Seattle won by 1, which is just ridiculous. So I'm glad we get to watch this once again. The reason I'm leaning towards the Rams is I believe this offense will be able to move the ball. And Sam Darnold has not been asked to do much these last few weeks. I think if it comes down to it, and Sam Darnold is asked to do something that he hasn't had to do recently, I can't put my chips in the Sam Darnold basket. But you know whose basket I can put all my chips in is Matthew Stafford.
There's two funny things with both scenarios of both these guys going to the Super Bowl. If Sam Darnold goes to the Super Bowl, you can pull up that 2018 draft class with Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Lamar, and Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold will be the first one to go to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Because, obviously you could say whatever about Baker. He went to Cleveland, but Baker has had some good teams in Tampa, too. And he had a really good team in Tampa or in Cleveland. And then, of course, you got Lamar and Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold was the biggest write-off out of all of them.
Yeah, I mean,
and then and then Stafford is where does Stafford rank all time if he gets MVP in a ring this year?
Man, that would move him up quick, like
Easy
5 spots,
easy top 10.
I feel like he might. It's kind of hard to say if he's already not top 10 or not, just because of how many he's the all-time passing yards list.
Bro.
If he's not top 10, if you once you factor in accolades, but I feel like it's a very different conversation when you talk about like most talented quarterbacks ever. I think he's definitely a top 10 like talented quarterback ever. I think he's one of the better arm talents we've ever seen.
Yeah, dude.
But man,
doing that sidearm bullshit, which is just so fun. Did you see he did that on like the fourth quarter where he like does that shit where he like acts like he's throwing it to like throw off the corner, like he like fake throws it to people to throw off corners.
I swear he has a no look pass in every single game. Like I swear he's just doing it for the love of the game at this point.
Yeah, like you have so much faith in yourself. If you
so much aura, bro. I love Stafford.
I
want to see.
He thinks maybe he doesn't even do it on purpose. He just like fucks up sometimes and just gets lucky. And,
I don't want to see any other quarterback in these playoffs get a ring more than I want to see Stafford get one more. So,
Sam Darnold, bro.
Fuck Sam Darnold, bro.
Why? Because you wish you had him over JJ McCarthy?
No, because last year when he was in the position to get us the 1 seed, he fucking shit the bed and overthrew Jay Jettis 500 times.
He told me, and he did say, she's like, why does Maddox hate Sam Darnold so much? Like.
I didn't hate Sam Darnold. I was actually rooting for him until I watched that game against San Fran Week 18. There's a reason that I got 2 jerseys back here, and they're 2 different Vikings quarterbacks and not Sam Darnold because
y'all didn't want to pay him, bro.
Nah, fuck Sam Darnold.
Honestly, dude, y'all could be in the NFC Championship if y'all pay Darnold.
Maybe. You know how I feel. I do kind of wish, we've talked about it. I wish we would have given a similar deal, spent a little less money in the offseason, and just let JJ develop for a few years behind him. But, that's not what happened, and I'm rocking with JJ, but fuck Sam Darnold. You could have step up big time when we needed you, but all of a sudden when another team does,
let's see, he's playing really hurt, so it's gonna come into a factor for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Rams can get it done. I just think without Zach Charbonnet, if they can shut down K9 just a little bit and get home to Sam Darnold, get a couple sacks, maybe force a turnover or 2, I think they could capitalize. If Stafford, I think what it's mainly going to come down to is if Stafford can play a clean game against this insane Seattle defense, which the first matchup they played, Stafford threw for like over 400 yards or something crazy. And let's not forget that the only reason Seattle beat this team in the first place was because of the stupidest call I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay. I just pulled up a NFL.com list of top 10 quarterbacks. So we can even say now versus then.
You can share your screen, by the way, if you want to show it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Press present at the bottom and then press share screen. And I can do the rest if you want.
Okay, I'm on it.
Boom.
All right, guys. So at 10, they said Aaron Rodgers is 10. So, I mean, Stafford.
That might be a little low. If Aaron Rodgers is at 10, Stafford's not on the list.
Ooh, but if he wins a ring, if he wins one more ring and an MVP. Because then that's one more ring. Dude,
the thing is,
Rodgers has like 4 MVPs.
I hate the whole, I get why it is how it is, but I really hate the whole, this guy has more rings, so he's better. Because, at the end of the day, football is a team sport. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's
okay.
I get why it is that. I get why it is that way, but I wish it wasn't so much like that.
Hey, if Stafford gets there, if Stafford gets 2 rings, I think Elway had 2 rings. So, yeah, back to back. So, I think he's up there with Elway for sure. Roger Staubach, dude, that's way too high. Roger Staubach's. Marino's a little high at 7. Drew Brees at 6. Is Stafford better than Drew Brees?
If
he gets an MVP
I'm a Drew Brees.
More
I'm a Drew
rings
Brees glazer.
and more MVPs.
I'm a Drew Brees glazer. Here's the thing. Drew Brees got failed a lot throughout his career. He got the short end of the stick on some bad calls multiple times, never had a good defense. If Drew Brees stayed healthy the whole year, he threw for 5,000 yards. There's not many quarterbacks you can say that about.
Come on, bro.
Bro, let's leave Plumbers out of the top 10.
Unitas is a go, bro, but
I don't think Unitas is the 4th best quarterback of all time at all.
Peyton Manning fire.
And then it's probably and there's no Mahomes in this list either. So I think this is probably a little outdated or what does the date say?
2019.
Oh, that's probably why. Because I think top 3 quarterbacks ever are probably
Okay, this one better. Dan Marino at 10. I'm fine with that. Drew Brees at 9. Favre at 8.
Yeah, Favre's top 10 though, I would say.
Terry Bradshaw for sure, dude. Terry Bradshaw's a dog. He had like 4 rings, dude. Yeah, 4 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers at 6. Elway at 5. Wow.
I like Rodgers more than Elway. There we go. This one has
Elway had shit teams though. Like let's say the Rodgers shit. Elway had a bunch of shit teams, and Mahomes at 4, Manning, 10. Dude, that's a good list. Yeah, I don't think Stafford.
The one thing about Rodgers all time for me is just like dude, he was just not clutch. Like that game against Seattle, that NFC Championship that one year. Man, they fought. That wasn't even a Rodgers not being clutch. Like more often than not, it had a lot to do with Rodgers. But man, he's also been.
He had LaFleur, the OG seller, for the end of his career, bro.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can talk about.
Shout out. We can go ahead and get into one of the head coaching signings real quick. What's his face? Former Packers coach McCarthy.
McCarthy.
The Steelers. Yeah, he went to the Steelers.
Wait, what?
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, bro. Mike McCarthy's the new coach of the Steelers.
Dead ass, I literally did not see that. What the fuck? When did that happen?
4 hours ago.
How did I not see that? Okay, that's interesting. I don't really.
I kind of like it. It kind of makes sense.
It makes sense for the Steelers, but I feel like the problem with McCarthy in Dallas, the reason they moved on from him was, bro, I thought Flores was going to end up here, honestly, or like some defensive guy.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, dude, you got so lucky that he was such a shithead coach, bro.
Literally, I think we finally extended him, honestly. He could obviously still, if he got a job, bail out of the extension. I don't know this. I feel like the problem with McCarthy in Dallas was they were always 10-6.
Y'all extended him 2 days ago. Dude, that's fire, bro. Thank God he's such a shit.
But McCarthy, his problem was exactly what was the problem with Tomlin. Like, you're winning enough, but it's never never
but Tomlin resigned, so that's why they'll happily give that shit to they want the same vibe. The Steelers don't want to suck. They just want to be mediocre. Like, but I feel if you're mediocre, honestly, you're gonna make money.
And honestly, the Steelers as a head coach, this is the best place to go to because your job is safe for like 20 years, bro. They do not
fire, dude. I wonder, do you think there's any McCarthy talks to the Steelers, bro?
Anyway.
Because if I'm McCarthy, I'm like, fuck, I kind of would want to go to the Steelers because of what you just said. But I feel like that's not the kind of coach the team would want to hire.
I'm not sure. So I wanted to talk about Buffalo here for a bit. So Buffalo brought in Phillip Rivers for a head coach interview. They had an interview with Mike McDaniels because he's not officially signed to LA just yet. It's pretty set in stone, but not official. And I think his interview actually got canceled. Yes, Mike McDaniels canceled his head coaching interview with Buffalo.
Dang.
And they also interviewed Brian Daboll as their head coach, trying to bring him back.
I texted you about that.
And apparently,
I know you hate Daboll.
I don't hate Daboll, but I don't I think he could be a great OC somewhere. I didn't like him in New York.
But don't get rid of McDermott for Daboll, bro. Like, come on.
So here's the thing. I kind of understand a little bit moving on because it's 7 years in a row of we have like the best quarterback in the league.
Never fire McDermott, bro. I would.
So here's the thing. So especially not this season. You know how little your options are when there are 10 other teams that are looking for head coaches? Like, yes, you're definitely one of the most admirable.
And there's not a Ben Johnson. Like, there's not one of those guys this year.
I mean, no, I disagree. I think that Kubiak will be the next.
No, you're right. Kubiak.
If they land Kubiak, that is the only situation where I think this is a positive.
Where's Kubiak left? Like, where's left for Kubiak, bro? Is he just gonna stay with Seattle?
The Bills. They haven't hired anybody yet. I feel like this is a pretty enticing job, but here's the thing that I wanted to dive into. This was the most enticing spot to go to. However, there was I don't know if anybody that's watching has seen it or not. I saw it. There was interviews with their GM that they just promoted to like whatever. Bean or Dean or whatever the fuck his name is. I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm brain dead. Him and the owner. And dude, their owner is holy shit a moron. Like, they literally, if I was a head coach after watching this, I'm not going here at all.
Brandon Bean.
So he's talking about how the moment he decided that he wanted to move on from McDermott was after the playoff loss to the Broncos, when he went into the locker room and he was like, I saw Josh Allen crying. I went up to him and he acted like I wasn't there. And the first thing I told him was that was a catch. And obviously Josh Allen does not want to hear that shit, bro, like at all. Like leave him the fuck alone. And so his decision to fire the coach came after they lost to the Broncos, right? But then in this interview with him in Bean, he says that they lost the game because of the call. Like he blatantly says, we lost the game because of a bad call. So you think you lost the game because of a bad call, yet you're going to fire your head coach that all your players love because you lost the game. So you basically fired your coach because of a bad call is what you're saying. Makes no sense. And then they're talking about Keon Coleman, a player that is still on the Bills, right? Like he's still on the Bills. Yes, he's had some problems this year, but they're talking about Liam Cohen and Bean's about to answer the question and the owner steps in. He goes, I'm going to interrupt. It was not Bean's decision to bring in Keon Coleman. It was the coaching staff liked the player and he was a team player and decided to go against what he wanted and what the coaching staff wanted is what he went with. Basically trying to defend Bean, saying he didn't want Keon Coleman and shit talking a player that is still on your roster. Literally beyond me. I think like there's no excuse for that. I don't know. It's just been
cookies.
Yeah, exactly. You're playing like a bum. I don't know. I feel like if I was a head coach, that's such an enticing job, but then you see the way this organization is ran. And it's like, why the fuck would I want to go here at all?
It's like, yo, if I make the playoffs 7 years in a row and like get close, but like I got to deal with Mahomes.
They're just going to fire you.
The one time I don't have to play Mahomes and we lose off a bullshit call by 3 points because my quarterback has 4 turnovers.
I don't think it was a bullshit call, but
that's what they think. But
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Then you get fired. It's like, what the fuck?
I just don't get the logic behind saying you fired him after the Denver loss because of the loss, but then you say that you lost because of a call. Like
how the fuck did Sean McDermott get fired and Todd Bowles has a job?
But like you can't have it both ways. That doesn't even make sense for like at all.
So are you officially on the Sean McDermott got a little fucked situation?
So here's the thing. It's like I said, I can kind of get the culture change idea. You know, we've been in this position so many years in a row. We're kind of tired of it. But one, there's like 10 head coaching vacancies. So, and also all these other teams were getting the interview before you because you were in the playoffs. And then I was going to say something else, but I already lost it. But yeah, I kind of get it. But also I like McDermott. I don't think like if you're going to fire him after a game, why would you make it to where it was the quarterback's worst performance we've probably seen in the playoffs? You know, like do your homework. This is probably the last person I would point my finger at that lost this game would be McDermott.
Yeah.
And I feel like with what he did with all the injuries they had this year was impressive, if anything.
Dude, that Bills team kind of sucks. Without Josh Allen, dude, that Bills team ain't shit.
So another head coaching hiring we can talk about really quick. What's up, Nala?
Wait,
Kevin,
did you talk about Phillip Rivers real quick?
Yeah, I said that they interviewed Phillip Rivers.
What do you think about that?
I will
say... You think it's just a bullshit like that won't happen type
No,
shit?
So apparently, like as soon as the season was over, people were talking about how he was going to get interviews. I feel like I get it. Like, I feel like he's a good personality. I don't really know much about his like coaching mind. Obviously, he's a great quarterback mind, but I would rather get to see him as like a quarterback's coach, a offensive coordinator, and see how he does before he just instantly, accepts a head coaching job.
Kevin O'Connell says, fuck Minnesota, I'm retiring. And you can only bring in Phillip Rivers or Davis Webb. Who you bringing in?
I feel like Davis Webb, because at least Davis Webb is like actively coaching in the NFL. Phillip Rivers was coaching a high school team and then came in and played quarterback. You know what? By the way, Tom Brady, when he was Phillip Rivers' age, led the league in passing yards. That just made me realize, like, I was more sold on Tom Brady being the GOAT when I watched how Phillip Rivers played at 44. It's just crazy.
No, and Tom Brady, like, somebody asked him, like, do you think you go to the NFL now? And he'd be like, I'd tear that shit up.
He's like, I kick ass.
And he's right.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably
so,
right.
Kevin Stefanski is the head coach for Atlanta, right? And then we have everybody. I'm sure plenty of y'all have seen the Baker Mayfield tweet. We're gonna go ahead,
pull it
up. So this is the best picture I could find.
Actually, can I read it?
Yeah, I'll read the bottom one.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Wait, I'll read the bottom one, and then you can be perfect. Baker. All right. Falcons, Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with even starts.
All right. And this is just facts. Failed is quite the reach, pal. Still waiting on a text I call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach.
Now
I fucking love that guy, dude.
I love him too. Here's one thing I have to say though. You know how like when players do like the Canes commercials or like what's his name? Dan Campbell does the Applebee's commercial and they kind of put themselves in a position where like, hey, once you lose a game, this is going to become a meme.
That's
so,
become a meme.
He already is kind of owned by the Falcons the last couple of years, Kirk Cousins specifically, but who knows? Maybe it's just Atlanta as a whole. And
Zach Robinson's gone. We're good. Zach Robinson's gone, bro.
But I don't even think Zach Robinson was great in Atlanta, though. That's the thing. Like
he was against us, so I mean, they got rid of it.
Yeah, at least y'all won't get swept by the Falcons.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Kind of the most, and you even know this as like a person who watched a bunch of my side do. No other team fucking exposes our pass game like the Falcons every year, and Zach Robinson's a part of that. So, dude, it has to help us a little.
Yeah, I think like when you go super in depth, it could help. And also, I think we're on different sides of the field with Penix, or not different. I think you're fully like Michael Penix's ass, and I'm kind of like I think Michael Penix is good,
He's
but
he has tier quarterback, bro.
He has very specific strengths.
I would if I'm starting I would rather have JJ McCarthy on my team than Penix.
There you go. Who won the Natty? I feel like Penix has his strengths, and then things that aren't his strengths, he is insanely bad at and has not developed yet. Like throwing over the middle of the field per se. Like he literally can only throw outside of the numbers. So maybe Zach Robinson's job wasn't as easy working with somebody like Penix.
Like, how is Stefanski supposed to fix him then if that's his situation? He can't throw.
Because, okay, I think Stefanski is a way better offensive mind than Zach Robinson is, if I'm keeping it a stack. I'm not the biggest Stefanski guy, but also apparently Kevin Stefanski's racist, so he's not going to like Michael Penix anyways. We might see Kirk Cousins next year.
Kirk Cousins is going to win MVP, bro.
I hope they cut Kirk and he gets to go somewhere, bro. That would be fire.
I hope, dude. Y'all, if he gets cut, bro, y'all better sign him to be y'all's backup. Like, that makes so much sense.
No, that would be so fire. But yeah, so y'all hired Zach Robinson.
Baker chose him. I think Baker wasn't as insane with Josh Rezard. I think he was just kind of down to move up the guy. Because, of course, if Baker lets a guy move up, he gets more say probably. But I think this is who Baker wanted. So, that's nice to see. And he was he's a Liam Cohen guy. He was with Liam Cohen and shit. So I like
this. Is personally one of my favorite head coaching hires we've seen is Minter to the Ravens. I think Minter did a great job.
This bunch of nothing, bro. This won't turn into nothing, just so you know.
Bro, Minter hang on, you're casual. Minter did a great job as a DC with Harbaugh. Did great at LA. There was injuries. There wasn't the biggest of talents. The secondary was very weak, and they had a top 10 defense. We saw what the Ravens defense could look like with a defensive mastermind like Mike McDonald 2 years ago, and then we saw what it looked like this year without him. Jesse Minter calling this defenses with Kyle Hamilton, Madubuike. The list goes on with the talent on that defense. Like this is going to be one of the best defenses in the league again. Bring in a good OC, we're bulling.
Dude, I bet you doesn't have a job in 3 years, bro.
Dude, you don't think this is going to be a top 5 defense next year?
Yeah, I don't think they got that many pieces, bro. Like they got a few, but I'm saying because who's their D tackle who's like so hurt and fucked up, like he doesn't even know if he's gonna play.
So there was like super rumor deep like Reddit threads on like him questioning retirement, but like
that's just rumors.
Literally
but then you got
2 years ago, this was like a top 5 unit, and they haven't really lost anybody other than like Odafe Owe.
No, I know they got like 3. I think they got 3 really good guys, but Roquan Smith's gotten a lot older, and then
Roquan Smith's a dog.
No, he is. He's just getting older.
Gonna start to develop. Mike Green is gonna keep developing. I mean, there's really
Mike
good young
Green's gonna
pieces.
Develop and try to
touch some ladies. Be a very good women respecter.
Yeah, dude.
We haven't really talked. Saleh
to the Titans.
I'm not gonna lie. You know me. I like
Saleh. Why?
I like Saleh.
This makes no sense, bro.
I will say I would have rather seen them get an offensive guy.
McDaniel. Why don't you just fuck it and say get McDaniel, bro, and give him like a 5-year deal just
to
try to.
I originally said I thought wherever Saleh went as head coach, Mike McDaniels was going to go with him. I would have liked to see them get an offensive guy, but they can't interview Kubiak yet. So it's like maybe we just got to interview the best option because what if we wait on Kubiak and then all these other good guys are gone? I like Saleh. I think Robert Saleh, not only was he at the Jets, which literally the Jets, like the worst fucking NFL franchise ever. He also just got put in the middle of Aaron Rodgers' little like puppet play where he basically just ran the Jets and Saleh just had to sit there and deal with it. And I think he kind of got the short end of the stick.
The Robert Saleh, Liam Cohen beef?
Yeah, and now they're gonna be in the same division.
Dude, they're about to be. There's a meme that like Liam Cohen and Robert Saleh is like the real fast handshake.
Yeah, dude. So apparently,
dude, Robert Saleh said like, "I will kill you," or said some shit like that to Liam Cohen, bro.
Apparently, Dayball, if he does not get the Bills head coaching job, wants to be the OC in Tennessee, is what I've heard. Who? I think that would be sick.
Sorry, who?
Dayball.
Okay.
I think Dayball could do a really good job with Cam Ward. I think Saleh could do a lot with that defense.
Cam Ward's gonna die, bro.
Gonna die. Cam Ward might die, but Cam Ward's
good. Hey, he's gonna get TikTok edits. He's gonna.
I was gonna say, just because he's black doesn't mean like he's a scrambler, you know?
Yeah, but is Jackson Dart this crazy scrambler? No, I mean,
I think Jackson Dart is a better scrambling quarterback than Cam Ward is.
That's so funny.
Hey, you don't got to be black to run. You know, some people can have some wheels. I think that I like Saleh a lot. I think this is a good hire. I think if they can bring in a good OC, we'll see.
I think the defensive wave has died, bro. Sadly,
you got a defensive head coach in the NFC Championship right now that just dropped 41-6.
I know. That's why I said Mike McDonald's pretty.
Hey, your camera died.
Hold on, give me just a second.
Here, it'll just be me for now. What head coaching hires have we not talked about? We could talk about Mike McDaniels to LA.
Yeah, I can add me to stage 2, huh? You think you run the show?
Bro, I was just trying whatever. So Mike McDaniel, so he canceled his interview with the Browns and he canceled his interview with the Bills, but it's still not set in stone.
Yeah, did you see all the drama with the Browns too? What they're making all those head coaches hires do? Dude, like written homework assignments and shit, like it's weird, bro. Like they were making them do some weird shit.
I mean, at this point, who are the Browns gonna get? Like,
okay,
who wants to go
in
to
2026, the Cleveland Browns head coach involves an intense, in-depth evaluation process requiring candidates to complete extensive written assignments, including essays, personality tests, and multi-part homework in between interviews.
Dude, like imagine you're a hot, not like sexy, but like a hot name. Head coaching.
And they tell you, you're like, fuck off.
No, not only that, you're interviewing with probably the worst open head coaching position in the league. And, you have a booked interview with the Buffalo Bills, and you go into Cleveland. They're like, yo, write me this essay, take this test, do this. And I'm like, yo, I got to interview Buffalo tomorrow. I'm good.
Dude, honestly, like, I really thought Cleveland might pursue Mike McDaniel. Like, I thought that'd be a possibility. Like,
he canceled his interview with them, so.
I think
they did pursue him.
They did all that shit because
maybe
because I think he was kind of like, dude, I was a part of y'all's organization for years and y'all sucked ass. So I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I think the Dolphins got homeboy from the Packers. What's his name?
Another DC, bro. It's kind of weird.
What's his fucking name?
Honestly, I'm a casual on that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'll look it up right now.
Bro, this is gonna piss me off. I think I can get it.
Jim Leonard?
No.
Oh.
Bruh. This is going to bug the shit out of me.
Jeff Hafley?
Yeah, Jeff Hafley. There we go. I don't know how I feel about the Jeff Hafley signing. I mean, he's been great for Green Bay. I know Green Bay fans love him a lot. But it kind of makes sense that he ended up in Miami because he's not one of like the hottest names in the head coaching cycle right now. And I don't think Miami's a very like appealing spot in the moment.
Look how funny this photo is of him.
You want me to do it?
Bro. I'm hitting out of stage.
Oh, here. I got it. Yeah, that's not a great photo. I don't hate it. You removed yourself. There you go. I don't hate it, but I don't think like I know Packers fans like him a lot.
Okay, do you at least agree that like there's a few of these DC signings, teams are just trying to recreate some Mike McDonald shit, bro, and it's not going to work.
I don't
You're gonna
think so. I
you're
think
gonna
Saleh.
get some you're gonna get some Brian Flores or type shit, bro.
I think Saleh got fucked over. And I mean, realistically, Brian Flores was right. I mean, look where Tua is now, and look where Brian Flores is doing now, calling the one of the best defenses.
Yeah,
in the
not
league.
what, dude. Oh, dude, Cleveland's gonna throw him a bag, bro, because he's gonna be the one guy to like take that essay seriously, bro.
Dude, and also
He's gonna write like a
maybe.
dude,
Hang on,
dude. I bet you could chat GPT that shit, and the Browns wouldn't even notice, bro.
It clicked. So the Browns hire Brian Flores, and they're like, hey, be as big of a dick as possible to Deshaun Watson. Like, make him fucking hate you. Because, like, what the fuck? Who cares if you make Deshaun Watson mad? It's perfect.
That's it.
I cooked.
He can. I thought there was gonna be like a second.
No, he can have Myles Garrett, and then I mean, like he makes Deshaun Watson leave Cleveland.
Oh
they don't got to cut him.
Dude, imagine how good Andrew Van Ginkel was. Like, imagine Myles Garrett with fucking.
Yeah, Andrew Van Ginkel's better though.
Definitely.
All right, well, who's the Super Bowl champion this year?
Bro, I have no clue. Like, I have no clue.
If I had to bet $1 million, I would pick Seattle.
Dude, but Sam Darnold's hurt. I feel like I'd rather bet.
I think their
Rams,
defense is
like,
what their defense is.
The Rams have won it before.
Yeah, but Seattle's defense, dude. Seattle's fucking defense is so good.
That defense is. But if anybody can beat that defense, it's Stafford. And then if you put Stafford in the Super Bowl against either of those AFC teams, I think he's got it.
I'm rocking with Stidham. Denver's winning the Super Bowl. Stidham, Super Bowl MVP.
Wait, is that a Bo Nix or Cortland Sutton jersey?
Cortland Sutton.
Dude, if Jared Stidham wins it, bro, you can buy me a Jared Stidham Super Bowl jersey.
That'd be kind of hot.
That would be kind of hot.
I'm trying to think of any other.
If Darnold wins it, will you buy me a Darnold jersey?
I don't have to say. Like I told you, I'm not buying you a Sam Darnold jersey, but if that's a jersey you pick, I have to. Like I don't have to say at the end of the day.
I should probably get a Chiga Higa, as Light says.
Chiga Higa. I feel like we should not be saying that. That's a little dangerous.
Chiga. CHIGA.
That's almost worse.
No,
I could say why, but I could say why that's worse, but we're gonna go down the bad path.
Definitely worse, bro.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're probably right. We didn't talk about Harbaugh to the Giants. We might have touched on it last episode. I think it's a pretty good hire. I feel like like trying to build this young team you have, I think it's a good hire. Raiders
get Joe Shane the fuck out of there, dude.
Raiders still haven't found their guy. I don't really know, who do the Raiders hire? I feel like the Raiders isn't like a terrible spot because they have a really good core of weapons. Everybody else kind of sucks ass, but you also you have the number one overall pick.
And Ashton Jenny, bro. Like,
I know, and if you could literally just add anything to the offensive line,
bro. Honestly, or just trade Max Crosby for 3 firsts, bro, and rebuild with those 3 offensive guys.
I thought they should have traded Crosby. It's kind of how I feel with the Browns and Myles Garrett. Like, I feel like giving him that $40 million deal was just ridiculous, bro. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, you want to keep that that guy there.
I mean, if he says, "Hey, I want to go play for a winner," your eyes should be flashing with money signs, not to pay him, but like, holy shit, I could get 3 first-round picks and trade this guy away because I love Myles Garrett, but how old is he? Like 28, 29? How much longer of this prime does he have left?
So let's just say like a year ago, the Browns were like, we want 3 firsts and Jared Verse. Do you think the Rams would have accepted it?
No, I don't think they would give a 3 first and Jared Verse. No. But
how much would they give up Puka and a first for Myles Garrett?
No, that's just stupid. I think it would just be draft picks. I don't think there'd be any insane players thrown in. But it's just like by the end of his deal, I think he signed a 4-year deal. Whenever he signed that, like by the end of that, they're still not going to be good. I would much rather have 3 first-round picks. Then you got a pick from Jacksonville. That pick's not going to be good anyway.
But can Cleveland draft that good, dude? Because Mason Graham was kind of a duff this year, sadly.
I think they killed the draft this year. Judkins was great. Harold Fanning was great.
You're right.
I actually think Mason Graham was pretty good too. I mean, it's kind of hard to.
It's crazy though. He was the most disappointing out of all the rookies.
I mean, yeah, I would agree when you factor in like draft position. Being like a top 5 or 6 pick wherever he was taken, definitely didn't do as great as people would have liked. Carson Schwarzenegger was great. I think they might have had the best draft of the year. It could have been even better if you didn't take 2 fucking quarterbacks. We had
a good draft, bro. We had a great draft this year.
Who'd y'all get other than Egbuka?
We had Buka, and then our 2nd round pick was Benjamin Morrison, who developed quite well, and then Anthony Parrish was the best corner out of all.
Dude, you know who else killed the draft was the Falcons, bro.
Dude, Atlanta had a great draft. Bro. They had 2 great edges.
Dude,
bro.
Honestly,
I think Billy Bowman played some great football too.
I think with how Carolina finished the season, you know me, I really don't like I'm not fully bought in on Carolina. They played really good in that playoff game. Maybe they just have the Rams number, but they got to fix this whole being shit one week, being good the next week, bring in some talent. But I think Atlanta is going to be really fucking good next year, and Carolina's not getting any worse. So y'all better lock in.
If you weren't
bro.
with us at 8-9, don't be with us at 13-4, bro.
Don't be with us at 13-9.
No, somebody commented on the Zach Robinson post, and they're like, if you weren't with us at 8-9, don't be with us at 9-8.
Yep. And also, let's not forget the Saints found their guy, found their tackle, found their head coach. The Saints aren't getting any worse either. The division's finally starting to pick up, bro. Y'all better lock in. I mean, because y'all are like kind of the opposite.
We had more wins than the AFC North, bro, so we're the better division.
Y'all are kind of the opposite of every team in your division. Like, most of y'all's talent isn't, like, outside of Bucky and even Baker.
Yeah, apparently Levante Davis is going to retire, bro. Apparently
yeah, I mean, Levante Davis.
Honestly, good riddance, bro. Like, respectfully, because obviously he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. But, like, he kind of is too old, and our middle of the field was so bad.
Yeah,
so, like,
I don't
now
think he was great.
We will have to draft a guy to replace him.
I also just think, I mean, on top of that, Antoine Winfield's not getting any younger. Vita Vea's not getting any younger. Like,
those guys still got a few years left, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying these guys that Atlanta drafted and that Carolina has and that the Saints have 10 plus years left.
Yeah,
like,
but we got.
I'm saying y'all have like a 3-year window right now, including Baker. Baker's in his 30s. Like, he's not going to play for 10 more years. Y'all have like a 3-year window to take advantage of.
Baker's got 15 left.
You're a moron. You have like
Baker,
3.
It's kind of like how I am with Nala. I'm like, yeah, Nala's going to lose.
Y'all have like a 3-year window left of this division continuing to be shit. It might even end next year for all I know. But this was really. This might have been the last year.
Bro.
This might have been the last year of, first off,
the easy of no, I'm saying
of winning the division. Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Like
this might have been the end of the window of the NFC South being a free division.
Dude, hold on, Maddox. Let me pull up something crazy real quick, and then we can finish off on this. I literally saw this like a clip of TikTok from this game, and I'm just gonna pull up highlights from this game, and you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, that's crazy."
Dude, there's a really funny sound effect on here. Look. It's just a screaming man.
That's from The Office, I think.
Maybe.
It kind of sounded like Mike. Hold on, there's an ad. Fucking State Farm. Hold on, we gotta get a good one. All right. Look at this. 6-2 versus 7-2. We're taking a field goal to take the lead.
Y'all lost that game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because this was Baker left the field after this drive up 10-7. And then Stephon Diggs scored a touchdown with 0 seconds left. And then they scored another touchdown right after half. So Baker went from being on the field and it was 10-7 to getting back on the field and it was 21-10.
No, but I'm saying like we're basically we're beating the Patriots, who are now a Final Four team. It's like we do like that's the thing, bro. Like we could have easily been a top team in the league.
Or y'all beat Seattle.
I know something happened. Like it's like we lost. Like Todd Bowles lost the culture
after
bro.
the bye. Y'all got really like y'all were like the only team to ever get worse after a bye.
That's why it's like like the Sean McDermott. It's like how do you fire a guy who consistently make playoffs? It's like Todd Bowles. You know me. I'm defensive on or like good for coaches. Like I say, like Sean McDermott, like Todd Bowles, you lost the culture and sold so hard, bro.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like the team loved McDermott, bro. I think all the players crying in the Bills locker room, which is a big reason the owner said he wanted to move on from McDermott, is the opposite of a reason to move on from him. I think that shows
they thought they had it. Like,
only that, I think it shows like how much everybody is in on this team. Like even Brandon Cooks, who had been there for
exactly, dude. You're
Brandon Cooks
because
has been
you
there.
Care that much. Like you have to have a coach to make you care.
Brandon Cooks has been there for like 4 or 5 weeks, and he's crying at the end of the game. Like he hasn't even been there that long, and he's that bought in on the culture of this team. Like. And then you got Deion Dawkins going to Twitter, like saying he wasn't really like saying they shouldn't have done it necessarily, but that's kind of like what he was hinting at, like saying like, man, I love Sean McDermott, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think even Josh Allen himself, I feel like this might make Josh Allen feel worse because the reason Josh Allen was crying in that locker room, you stupid fucking owner, wasn't because he thought he got fucked on a call, was because he turned the ball over 4 times and let us. Nope, I'm not letting that happen. I'm not letting that happen. He was about to fuck you, dude. This is how Josh Allen played in this game.
Dude, that is just the funniest shit ever, bro.
Can we change it to CJ Stroud after his playoff performance, bro? I feel like it's only fair.
I don't think it'll ever be done.
No, I told you next year, the Vikings, I'm not saying they will. They could make the NFC Championship next year, and JJ throws like one pick and has a bad game, and they would just post that exact picture and be like, JJ McCarthy tonight. Is that Jake
McCarthy.
Paul?
Yeah, but he doesn't have the other team's playbooks.
Bro.
JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy in the Bears. That's so funny.
You're such an asshole.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because you're not on social media still?
No, not yet.
Well, I guess we can finish off on some ghetto Gronk because...
May as well.
All right. First look at Mike McCarthy on the Steelers.
That's fire.
Steelers fans, let's hire a young, innovative coordinator as our OC to bring in fresh ideas.
This is what I'm saying, though. I think this is a bad hire. I don't like it.
How the Steelers feel after passing on elite head coach to Mike McCarthy because he swept floors. Steelers
Exactly. You got the offensive white Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, for real. They're probably so happy when
Dude, I thought that Flores would have been a perfect match for them. Maybe Flores just wanted to say Minnesota.
Welcome to the Las Vegas Raiders. Dude, this shit was toast. So
bro, his interview at the end of the game was so much aura. I will say, it's not even aura. Like, he talks like so funny.
I forgot.
Yeah.
When it's a natty Carson.
Bro, that pick at the end of the game was horrible, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
all
right, fuck this. Bro, just click on it. Just click on it.
Click on what?
Press X. Press X. Just click on it, bro.
Oh. CJ Stroud with the trip to the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud giving the ball right back to the Patriots. The Texans trying to carry CJ Stroud. Hey, keep your head up.
That's fire. Who the fuck is that guy?
CJ Stroud to his own team. The Texans is CJ Stroud in the locker room after he blew their season. CJ Stroud to his teammates after revealing he's a double agent. Like, dude, so funny.
A weird interview at the end of the game with CJ Stroud where they were like,
all for nothing.
The interviewer asked CJ Stroud, they were like, do you think you should have been benched after the half or something like that? And it's like, bro, why are you asking the quarterback that? Obviously, he's going to say no.
Caleb Williams on 4th down with 5 defenders in his face, and absolutely no.
I've never seen this clip ever. That's fire.
Yeah, this is the
one. Okay, look.
Yeah. So you think, like, right here, he should settle and catch it right here. Yeah, I mean.
No, he should cut underneath the safety like Caleb wanted him to. And even if he doesn't, he should not be Look, he's jogging, bro.
And, like, he looked twice, too, bro.
Yeah, like, make a play.
Daddy, chill.
That's fire.
DJ Moore stopping his route. Nah, I'm going to do my own thing. I love this. Is my favorite, bro. What
is this?
You've never seen this? Dude, every time something happens, they do this with Caleb.
Is it just because he looks like Caleb?
Yeah, because he looks like Caleb.
Oh my God, bro. This clip haunts me, dude.
Dude, Tracy Porter, bro.
That's like the worst throw fucking ever, bro.
Caleb Williams trying to read a defense from a clean pocket instead of running around.
Is that Drewski?
Yeah.
Why is he like special needs?
How many INTs did Caleb Williams throw tonight? Explaining Caleb Williams to people who don't watch football. Caleb Williams deciding who he'll be every play. That's awesome.
Fire.
7 combined INTs in one picture today. See, it was funny. They shitted on him and then just. Oh yeah, this one's funny. Let's see. Wait, can I play audio?
You would have to like end your screen share and put it back on. Just don't even bother.
Oh, he goes, no, one of us has to get lost in the wreckage, brother. Oh, wait, I want to show you the one I was telling Annie with Bo Nix. Let me see if I can finally finish off on that.
All right. Do the Haley Seinfeld clips and oh my God, I already saw it. Like.
Dude, like, this is crazy. Like, when you pull up that
I know, but I really don't think either of them have clear possession in this. One last rodeo. Did you see that Phillip Rivers in a Denver jersey? Oh.
Dude, fuck. I guess I thought I sent it to Annie, but I guess not.
Oh well. What was it?
It was the clip of Harry Potter where it's like, no, Dobby.
Oh yeah.
Where
All right. Well, any closing statements? Who's your Super Bowl winner? The Rams?
Give me Sammy Darnold, bro. That's what I'm rooting for.
Give
Or
me
Jarrett
Stiddy, bro.
Stidham.
I'm rocking with Stiddy. As
All right.
honestly, I even though I'm like kind of becoming a Sam Darnold hater, it's like mainly just out of like jokes. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck the Patriots. The Patriots, bro. Y'all got to win 6 rings with Brady. You guys will get your time later. Fuck y'all.
I know, but people who are like, oh, fuck the Patriots. They're good. It's like, it's a whole new coaching staff, bro. Like,
I know,
that's
no,
kinda
I don't
cool.
care. I don't really care that much because the Patriots were already good. I just think like this has been the most Mickey Mouse ride to the fucking Super Bowl ever. So I don't want to see them get it off of that. If they beat Seattle in the Super Bowl, though, I will shut the fuck up forever because
Well, let's see. We'll upload this early Sunday, guys. Y'all watch this before the games. Comment down below who y'all think's going to win.
let us
Enjoy
know how y'all are
Sunday.
rocking with the new style too. I kind of liked it.
It was fun. We were
I
able to
like
pull
being
shit
able to
up.
pull shit up on the screen without having to do a bunch of editing and bullshit.
Yeah, fire.
If we made like an intro video, I could play it on here. Like, look, this will be at the end of the video and I can also just edit it out. But like, you can like do, like you can add your own, but then you can also do like this.
Oh, that's cool.
So if we made our own, we could
Can
like
we
play
do
that in
one
the
where
beginning.
it's Adrian and he like spreads his butt cheeks, but when he spreads them, like it like goes into the video.
If you can figure out how to do that, we can do it.
All right, perfect.
All right. Good luck in everybody's playoffs predictions and shit like that. If you're anything like me, you're having a rough time. But go Stiddy. We love y'all. Goodbye. Hell yeah, that was pretty fire. Oh,
That was fire.